tab. Let's check out. Is it video producer? Creator dashboard? Maybe video producer. No. Stream manager. Okay. Let's make sure my stream info matches. Okay, done. Okay, so I think we're good. Cool. I'm excited for this. This is gonna be fun. Hey everyone, it's Celestially Pink here. My audio is gonna be out of whack because I do have the fan on in the background, but that's because we're in a heat wave at the moment and I am melting and I refuse to turn it off. I know it's been a while. We're gonna talk about some updates and then we're gonna get to some Jojo unboxing because since the last time I've talked to you guys, I've really gotten into Jojo. I think I mentioned it like offhand sometimes, but like it's a problem. It's an issue. I like Jojo too much, I think. I bought a bunch of figures because I saw they were the ones that I wanted in my favorite set. You might hear the doggos barking in the background, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay, first updates. The reason I haven't been streaming this month is because I technically have 3 jobs now. I work in person at one job, and then I have 2 online jobs. One of it's contracted work, so it's pretty easy to do, but the other one is like an online school that I'm teaching at, so I'm not as free as I used to be, which is kind of sad because I really like streaming, and I'm very thankful to all of you guys who come over to my streams and say hi, and all the lovely messages I got on Instagram and stuff about how you guys miss me. I feel bad. Okay, but I'm reworking my schedule. I think I have stuff planned. I think Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays would be good to play. And Saturdays and Sundays I have off, but it kind of depends because everyone's working in the D&D group I am in, so we've been having to switch what days we play. So I have to work around that schedule as well. But for sure, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays I should be able to stream because even though I work those days, I work earlier in the morning, so I can work, take like a 2-hour nap, and then get ready for streaming and stuff. So that's my plan. I'm hoping to do so. Today I worked earlier. I took a 2-hour nap and then I was struggling to fix all of my audio issues. I really didn't want the fan to be sounding off in the background, but I'm not an audio genius, so I don't know how to work all the settings and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to all my past streams and stuff. I always have fun with you guys. So today I thought easy stream because I did my in-person work today and I'm very, very tired. Not sunburned, but I think I have like a mild heat exhaustion or something because I'm overheating. I feel a lot better after drinking some water though, so I should be good for today's stream. Today's stream is just showing off some of the cool Jojo merch I bought while I was away. And also, I wanted to show some of the Jojo mangas that I have because these volumes that I have on my desk are my favorites. I've bought all of part 4 in English manga, and I have 2 parts of part 1, 1 part of part 2, and 1 part of part 3. I'm starting my collection. And I know part 5 is being translated. It was supposed to come out in July, and I pre-ordered it and stuff, but then they moved the date back to August, which is understandable. I feel like there's been a lot of delays with printing and things like that. But yeah. Anyways, well, we're gonna do some Jojo unboxing. I'm gonna show off some of my favorite manga panels from Jojo. Part 4 is my favorite, as you can see. There is a Rohan figure on the desk. Yes, you can see my hand. Hello. I was planning to paint my nails today, but I didn't have time. I set a timer to sleep 2 hours, and I ended up sleeping until like 5 o'clock. Which is not a good time. That is too many hours I slept again. But anyways, let's get to it. I'm gonna show off the first I should probably show the first Jojo. I'm gonna steal this one off screen. Woo! The first Jojo figure I ever bought. I bought it at Hot Topic, believe it or not. I was searching for this figure everywhere because I was seeing it for very, very different price points. Like, it was selling for $100 on eBay, like $96 on Amazon for a while, for $36 on Mercari, I think it's called. It's an app I use a lot. It's kind of like eBay and stuff. But I found it at a Hot Topic for like $23, and it's the cheapest price I've seen for this figure. And it's a Dio from Part 3 Band Presto Grandista figure, and he's really cool. Let me bring him out real quick. I'm gonna hold him because oh gosh, I hear doggos barking. They're getting angry. Can I bring him into frame? I don't know if it'll focus on him. It looks a bit, the colors are a bit whack on my camera because this is my older webcam, so it's not as high def as my newer one. But he looks really cool. I like him a lot. He's very big. He's probably, when I measure him, he's like as big as my arm. So, do I have a small arm, or is he just very large? I don't know. He chills on my shelf. He was the first figure that I bought. He's really cool. Dio's a pretty cool character. Oh, I should probably warn, we might be spoiling some from some Jojo stuff. Probably up to like part 4. Cause part 5 I watched the anime. I haven't read the manga for it. Or I've read the fan translations of the manga, but I haven't read the official translation because it hasn't come out yet. But yeah. We'll just set him off to the side over here. I'm kind of scared he's gonna tip over because he's a bit top heavy. He kind of can balance on his own. This foot thing doesn't really fit him too well. I wish it did. I think it was I don't know if like something happened with it and maybe that's why it doesn't fit him super well. I gotta fix my camera real quick. Sorry about my mouse on screen. Okay, so Dio's just gonna chill there. And my second figure that I bought that I was really excited for. Man, I am peeking a lot, aren't I? Okay. Hopefully that's better and I'm not as loud. Dang. Okay. Sorry. Let's show off my next one. As you can see, Rohan is like one of my favorite Jojo characters ever, just because he seems really cool. He's a manga artist. Heaven's Door is his stand, and it's really, really awesome. I think like his stand is probably one of my favorites, just out of like sheer creativity. Dio's stand is really cool. I love his stand a lot. Also, I forgot to mention, yeah, we're probably going to be talking about spoilers up to like part 5 in the anime. I did try to read the Stone Ocean dub recently. I mean, not dub, the Stone Ocean translation recently, but I can't for the life of me find a good translation, if that makes any sense. All the translations I found are very confusing, and like the other day I was trying to read it and I didn't understand what was going on, so I was just assuming things through the panels, which isn't a fun way to read manga. But yeah. So Rohan is one of my favorite characters because he's like an artist. I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I'm kind of an artist too. I like to make things. I'm actually teaching an art class. It's pretty fun. Yeah, but this is him. It's I think it's a Band Presto DXF figure, I believe is the brand. I wish the camera could focus properly on him because he looks really cool. I love him a lot. People are probably screaming by the way I'm holding him. I apologize. I am new to this whole figure game. These are like the only figures I've bought for myself, I guess you could say. I've never really owned figures for me. I've bought figures for other people, but I haven't really bought any for myself. I feel like there hasn't really been an anime where I wanted figures for myself, but like Jojo is just, it's just so good. I love the animation for Jojo. I love the art in the manga panels for it. It's just all around. It's one of, I feel like it's one of the first mangas that like hit me hard as a fan. Like, I thought I was an anime fan and a manga fan, but no, I didn't realize what it meant to be a fan until I watched Jojo. It's weird. Okay, don't judge me for this. Okay, now I'm gonna get to like the unboxing portion. I'm gonna move Dio off the desk because the way he stands scares me a bit. I'm worried that he's gonna tip over, so I'm gonna like grab it. Okay, everyone say bye to Dio. Dio's leaving. Yeah, he kind of scares me. He like balances kind of strange. Like they gave me a balance block, but I don't think they cut it out properly, so it doesn't like attach to his leg like it's supposed to. But he stands up on his own pretty well. It just makes me nervous because the table is shaking kind of. Okay, let me reset my camera again. Let's go. Okay, let me move these boxes. They're in order. Okay, so there's this set of figures that I really wanted. I saw them online. They were 25th anniversary Jojo figures that you could win in a crane game. And they came out in like 2012. And it's all of the main series JoJo's. I don't know why I said main series. There's only main series. It's all of the JoJo's for all of the parts, but dressed in like white colors, and they look really cool. The only character that's not in this set is Josuke 8, or otherwise known as Gappy, because I don't think Jojolion was a thing in 2012. I don't remember when it was made. But it has all of the other characters. Unfortunately, I don't have Jolene in this set, and I don't have Jotaro. So those are the only two JoJos I couldn't buy. Someone was selling these individually, and I just asked, like, hey, would it be okay if I, like, bought the whole set from you? And he was like, yeah, sure. But he had already sold Jolene separate, and I was like, dang, I didn't nab it in time. And I don't think he had Jotaro. He said he didn't really like Jotaro. But yeah, so those are the two figures that I need still. I'm excited though because they look really nice. I saw like a YouTube video of them and I was like, I want these figures. I didn't think I'd be able to get them so quickly. But yeah, we're gonna start with let me move the boxes out of the way. We're gonna start in order by the JoJos. We'll start with Jonathan first, and then we'll move on to Joseph, and then we'll do Josuke, Giorno, and then Johnny, because those are all the figures that I have. But okay, first let's show off the box. The boxes look really cool. So this is the box for it. I gotta like, the camera's weird, so I can't really decide. This is the Jonathan figure. This is the side of it. I think they had them labeled in like alphabetical order. I know you can get the Shueisha logo just to make sure it's official. I think you can get their stands as well, and they're in a gray color scheme. They don't look as cool as the main JoJo's though, I think. This is the side of it. As you can see, the JoJo 25th and the 30th anniversary of Araki making manga, I think it was. Man, next time I'm going to paint my nails because my nails look nasty. I don't like the way... I'm self-conscious. Yeah, but, this is Jonathan. Let's see, can you guys see the top of it? JoJo 25th. Man, my camera is not focusing today. I need to, like, figure out how to fix that. Maybe I can, like, figure out the focus for this real quick. Oh, I guess it just doesn't let you do the focus? Yeah, it won't let me, like... I guess it's just permanently set to, like, autofocus or something. That's so strange. I wish I could fix it for you guys. I need to figure out, how it works. Oof, my neck hurts a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna open the figure now. Since we've gotten a cool look at the box. I'm like scared. This is like, oh man, I'm so excited because this figure is just so cool looking. I saw it online and I was like, I need it. It was, the way I found it was I was looking for a really awesome Josuke figure because I told myself I want to own all of the Jojos, right? All the main Jojos. In their like original part design. So like part 3 Jotaro, part 2 Joseph, even though I really want a part 3 Joseph, like really badly. He looks cool, okay? Yeah, I really want to get, I wanted a full set of JoJos that all kind of match together. But I told myself, I need to get a set where Josuke actually looks cool. Because all of the sets I was seeing online, for some reason, no one can really get Josuke properly. Like, his eyes are always wonky, or his hair is always weird, or his eyebrows are just too massive, or something like that. But yeah, it's usually something like that. Oh my gosh, I'm like nervous. This is the first time I'm taking him out of the box, guys. Like, I'm scared. Like, this is cool. Sorry, I dropped my box down there. Oh my gosh. Help. I don't know how to take this guy out. This is so nerve-wracking. Okay, Jonathan, promise me you won't break. Oh, oh my gosh. Come on, my boy. Dude, my friends are gonna make fun of me because these guys are like showing off their abs. Okay, we're just gonna carefully take them out and we're gonna put that right there. Sorry if my audio got really weird for a second. I had to move from the mic. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, he looks beautiful. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Jonathan looks amazing. Jonathan, look at you. Look at this handsome boy. Dude, that's my guy. Okay, the colors may look off because of my camera, but you just know that he's perfect and he looks amazing. And please don't hate me by the way I'm holding this. People are screaming in pain probably. I'm trying to orient this. Okay, no more butt zooms in. That was an accident, I swear. He's just gonna chill over here for a second. We'll put him next to Rohan. Yeah, it's got the 25th anniversary JoJo thing on it. Oh man, that was cool, that was cool. Ah! So excited, he looks so nice! Oh my gosh. Dude. Dude, I am pumped. Oh man, I wonder if they have a 25th anniversary Dio figure. That would be awesome. Maybe if they had like Phantom Blood Dio or like Stardust Crusaders Dio. Oh, which one would I get though? That's the question. Phantom Blood Dio is pretty buff, but I think Stardust Crusaders Dio is like massively buff because he's got... I probably shouldn't spoil any. Guys, I'm just gonna say, we're gonna talk about spoilers. We're talking about JoJo. I've read up until part 4 for the manga. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about stuff. So that's just a fair warning. Maybe I should just, hey, I'm gonna add... Is there like a text source? Yeah. Can I... Okay, add source. I'm just gonna... If... We're gonna put... Warning! JoJo... Spoilers. Okay, we're gonna put that... Oh, that writing is so tiny. Let's pick a different font. Maybe like... Does that look cool? Okay, we're gonna make it a bit bigger so that you guys can... Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll put it at the top of the screen. Okay. We put a spoiler warning, guys, so now you guys know. Warning, JoJo spoilers. Just because I want to make sure, like, we don't offend anyone. Oh, I need to, like, figure out... My chat looks really strange. Can I, like... What button do I have to click on? Let me fix something real quick, guys. Because for some reason, the overlay is, like... I don't know how I did it. Oh, okay. Aha! Okay, we should be good now. I'm excited. This is gonna be cool. Okay, so our next figure is Joseph. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me move this one out of the way. Theo. Ah! Theo, careful. He's like sitting on my other desk. I have two desks. I have my main desk, and then the desk that my figures are sitting on right now is my drawing desk, because I need a drawing desk. Okay, so we're in this one here. Next time I do an unboxing of some sort, I'll just use my newer webcam, because it actually focuses and stuff. Okay, so I guess we'll check the top first. So this is the top of the box. It's labeled B. We've got Joseph looking freaking amazing. My boy. Okay, so real talk. Joseph was my favorite for the longest time. I wasn't a huge fan of Jojo just because he seemed kind of cold and mean to his mom. That was the main thing. I laugh about it now because I'm like, yeah, he obviously loved his mom, but I still didn't like it when you would call her names. So I guess it just rubbed me the wrong way because, like, when we're first introduced to him, he's just being really mean to his mom. But yeah, Joseph was my favorite. Battle tendencies was just a freaking amazing part. It's just it really felt like an Indiana Jones adventure, which I know Araki, I think, said he got inspiration from, and it was just so much fun. I really liked Hamon, but I understand why he moved away from it, because Hamon has a lot of similarities to like a lot of other fighting mangas at the time, so it makes sense. I just wish we could see it incorporated a little more with the stand powers and stuff. Like, I liked seeing it in part 3 when Joseph, I think he had, I forget what stand it was, on his arm, and he used, he used Hermit Purple infused with Hamon, and it was really cool. I was like, hey, that's awesome! But yeah, Joseph was my favorite character for the longest time. Just because he seemed so cool. And he was really goofy, and the whole, like, I know what you're gonna say next, just, like, won me over. Jonathan was a sweetheart, and I loved him, and the way, Jojo spoiler incoming, the way he went hurt my soul. I was dead. My poor boy, he did not deserve that. He was such a lovely boy. Okay, but anyways, wait, first we've got the front. We're gonna flip over to the side over here just to look at the cool box. Yeah. Then we'll flip over to the other side so you guys can see. Oof, I gotta flip them over again. Here's the other side. And then I'll flip them back to the front so you guys could look at them a little more. And then we'll unbox them right now. I'm so excited. Oh man, Joseph's like one of my favorites. He's just so cool. Part 3 Joseph was also amazing. Love him. Part 4 Joseph made me sad. Just because, you know, the whole cheating on Suzuki made me depressed, but he seemed sweet and okay during part 4. It was kind of sad to see him like an old man. Even though, okay, part 3 Joseph, he was an old man, but like he still could kick a butt. But part 4 Joseph was like old man, need to protect him, grandpa. But he seems still sweet and everything. Joseph is just such a good character. Seeing him through all the parts, just like, wow. And then, Josuke is now my favorite Jojo, like, ever. He just, Josuke is just a precious boy. He's got a literal heart of gold, ha ha ha. Oh wow. I didn't even notice the inside of this box. It says, let me show you the little panel thing I saw right now. It says Jojo Rama. I didn't even notice that in the last one. That's pretty cool. Okay, let me unbox them fully now. Gosh, unboxing is kind of scary. Just a little bit. I love... Okay, there are a lot of people who say, like, unboxing and stuff, like, it loses values for the figure, and I know it's true and stuff, but... I don't know. I don't know if I have the heart to just have a really beautiful figure sitting in a box all day. It hurts me. I want to show them off. I have a shelf dedicated to all of my Jojo figures. And you know, sure as heck, I'm gonna be dropping them all next to each other on that shelf. Okay, let's get this one. Man, this is so nerve-wracking. I remember reading in, I think my part 2 manga that I have, the first part of it. Something that Araki said that he made Joseph look a lot like Jonathan to ease the readers into switching main characters because he knows a lot of people liked Jonathan and like it was kind of unheard of at the time to what's that smell? It smells like teacher. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, but he made Joseph look a lot like Jonathan to help, you know, the readers ease into the new character because at the time it wasn't really heard of to kill your main character in like the first part. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. Just mangling. I'm not breaking the plastic, but like just having to open it makes me nervous. Oh my lord, he looks beautiful. He's perfect. My boy. My boy, my son. Oh man, he looks amazing. Well, okay. I know, like, I'm looking at him on my own right now, but I just want to look really close at the details. My favorite thing with figures is, like, the way people design the eyes on them. Because eyes are always very hard. Especially very, very small eyes on, like, the faces of these figures and stuff. That's the thing that, like, kept messing up with Josuke, was I couldn't for the life of me find a good figure that had Josuke with normal-looking eyes. But in this series, he actually looked normal and looks fine and happy. So, that's the main reason I bought these figures, because Josuke looked normal, and everyone just looks cool clad in white. It's like a freaking 90s boy band, and I love it. And Jolene, oh my gosh. Jolene looks freaking amazing in these figures, and I'm gonna buy her soon. I swear, I will. I'm searching for her. I just don't want to pay, like... Because I saw... These ones I all bought in a lot for pretty cheap, but, I saw Jolene going to the same price as I bought all these figures for, and I'm like, is it worth it? I don't know, man. Maybe I just got really lucky and the seller was just really nice. Okay, here's our boy Joseph. I know y'all are screaming at the way I'm holding this figure, but look at him. Look at my boy. He looks amazing. He's doing his pose. He looks cool. I'm just, oh my gosh, he looks awesome. I'm gonna put him next to Jonathan over here. You can chill over there. Ah, oh, man. They look so cool. The thing that, like, was getting me was I wanted figures all roughly the same size, because I know a lot of figures come in different sizes. I had no idea freaking Dio was going to be that massive when I got him. Like, who allowed him? The audacity. He's just, like, he's way too freaking big. I had to move my shelves around to fit him in my shelf. Okay, next figure... Oh, why is he all the way over there? I gotta reach for him now. Next figure is Josuke, because, like I said earlier, I don't have Jotaro, because I think he's a really popular character in, this lot specifically. His figures go for, like, 200-300, I've seen. Which is like, I dug myself in the grave, because I'm gonna have to... In order to complete the set, I have to find him. I'm hoping I can find them for really cheap on Mercari. I think that's what Mercari. Because Mercari isn't super duper expensive. It's like eBay, but I feel like more niche. Okay, so we'll start with the front of the Josuke figure. He is the reason I bought this set, because he actually looked really good in his, with his figure. Oh, let's go this way first. We're going in order. So we got this side. I promise I'll get a better camera next time, I swear. We got this one. We've got... Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Joseph. I didn't mean to push you. I'm gonna move him over there a little bit so we have some room. We got our boy over here on this side. I'll show you the top again. It's just, I'm so happy. These figures make me extremely happy. They're just, yeah, they're just so cool. Jojo is just such a strange and amazing show. Like, I never really thought I was gonna get into it. I had a friend who was always messaging me, get into it, come on. Her name's Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea. You ruined me forever. You got me into this. She also ruined Stone Ocean for me, okay? I'm gonna call her out. Chelsea, why would you do that to me? I told her, yeah, I finished part 4, and I think I'm gonna read the Stone Ocean fan translation online or something, because the English version hasn't come out yet. The anime or the manga. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna, like, read it online. And then she's like, oh yeah, I like Stone Ocean except for massive spoiler. Like, she basically told me the ending to Stone Ocean, and I'm still mad at her for this. Chelsea, I'll never forgive you. How dare. I think she was trying to be fair, she knows I don't really like sad and depressing things, and I was really attached to these characters, so I think that's why she was like, forewarning, this happens. But at the same time, Chelsea, why would you do that to me? I really liked Jojo, and for you to just come in and ruin that, like, girl, you hurt my feelings. Yeah, she does a lot of, She does a lot of fan dubbing for Jojo. Oh, I need to find her YouTube channel. She won't give it to me because she's like, I'm embarrassed. What if it sounds weird? And I'm like, Chelsea, no. Chelsea, I'm a VTuber. Why would that be embarrassing to me? All you're doing is fan dubbing comics. It ain't even that bad. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh man, Josuke is my fave. He's just... Oh man, what the frick? My finger is bleeding a whole bunch. Owie, that's not good. Ouch. Why does this always happen to me? I always get cuts and stuff. What the heck? These boxes aren't even sharp. What the heck is going on? This is freaking weird. Okay, I'm gonna open the Josuke figure. And try not to bleed all over my freaking figures. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, Josuke just seems like a total sweetheart. The first time I ever saw something related to Josuke, it was the panel where he punches straight through his mom. And I was like, dude, this guy got so mad at his mom that she was putting milk and sugar in his coffee that he punched through him. How am I gonna like this Jojo? And then you watch the full context of the episode and it's like, oh, okay, no. He's actually freaking a sweetheart and amazing, and yeah. I feel like he just has so many similarities to Joseph. Like the fun, kind of dorky dude. But he also shares a lot of, like, similarities with Jonathan, having, like, a big heart and stuff like that. And I feel like that's why I love him so much. He's the best of both worlds. He's a goofy sweetheart. He's just 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. One of my favorites. Oh my gosh, he looks amazing. This is actually insane how good he looks. Dude, I'm like freaking out. He looks awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to show him off first. Okay, we're gonna show him off over here. I know the colors look whack, but believe me, he looks amazing. It's like gold painted on the back. I wish my camera could focus on him properly. But yeah, he looks really cool. I like all the intricate designs on him. Oh my gosh, he's awesome. Dude, Josuke, 10 out of 10. Literally the best. My favorite Jojo by far. Part 4 was just such a fun part in general. It had so many of my favorite characters in Jojo. Like Yukako is like, she's so cool. I just really love the idea of her stand being hair. And not only can she use her hair and control it like a whip or like a second arm or something. I also love the creativity with the fact that she can use her own hair strands to like implant into other people's scalps and like use that to kind of puppeteer them, I guess, in a way. It's so creative and I love it. It's just so awesome. Such a fun series. Who's another good character in part 4? Yoshikage Kira, it's actually really a really good villain. I actually really like him a lot. I was not expecting to enjoy part 4 as much as I did. Just because part 3, I feel like once they finished the tarot card stands and they moved on to the Egyptian god stands, I started getting like kind of tired. Like it felt like a lot. Oh, you haven't? Yeah, a lot of people love it. I got into it like this year, literally. Like I had a bunch of free time in like, I think it was March. And I just, I was like, hey, I have like an entire week free. I think I was dog sitting. So I just popped on Netflix, watched Phantom Blood, and was like, this is amazing, actually. Let me watch all of it. Yeah, part 4 is my favorite part, just because I feel like so many of the stands in part 4 are so creative and just, they really built up the main cast of characters really well. Even though I guess part 3 developed them pretty well too. It's hard. Stardust Crusaders I didn't like too much because I felt like it dragged on. I actually like, don't tell anyone this, but I actually like speed ran part 3. Once it got after the tarot card parts and I was like, I don't know if I can dedicate another like 7 hours to this. Yeah, you should definitely see it. Okay, so Netflix has the option to put your movies and TV shows to like 2 times speed if you want. Don't tell anyone this, but I did that to the second half of part 3 because it was dragging on. But it was okay. Yeah, the ending to part 3 was amazing. I loved it. I'm a big fan of the fight scenes. I feel like I wasn't a big fan of all the dialogue in part 3. Part 4, I was like, yes, this is good. Don't tell anyone. No one must know. I'll get in trouble. They'll revoke my Jojo fan license. Oh my goodness. Yeah, part 3 dragged on a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. We don't talk about it. No one has to know. Okay, next figure is Giorno. Part 5 I actually liked a lot. It was very different from, I know I'm pushing Josuke off screen. But part 5 was actually pretty good. It was very different from part 4, where part 4 was more slice of life, like mystery killer kind of themed. Part 5 was more so like, it's been clipped. No! They're gonna revoke my fan license! Yeah, but part 5 is more like, it's based around like the mafia, and I just thought it was really cool, like, get the mafia boss's daughter to a safe place. Like the whole mission thing. It felt really awesome. It was pretty cool. what happened after was also pretty fun. I am sad about my boy Bucciarati. Like, how dare? But yeah, Giorno was an interesting character too. Just the fact... Ah, yes, I bought them. I ordered them online through shipping service. Yeah, part 5 is pretty cool. It's just... Part 1 and part 2 are fun. Part 3 dragged on for me a little bit. Part 4 was my favorite. And part 5 is pretty fun because the whole mafia aspect was cool. Also, just like, just think mafia guys with like supernatural abilities fighting each other. It was pretty cool. I was like, hey, this is a pretty awesome idea. Who came up with this? Yeah, but this is Giorno. His whole thing was pretty interesting. He seemed more of like a quiet. The whole premise of Jojo is like it follows kind of like the lineage of the different Joestars. So it starts off with Jonathan in like Victorian era, Joseph in like I want to say the 1940s, and then Jotaro in like this like 70s, 80s, and then Josuke's the 90s, and I think Giorno's like early 2000s. But they're all like related through bloodline. Yeah, yes, give him a raise. It's pretty cool. The first 2 seasons were like kind of like superpower, kind of reminded me of like, I don't want to say like Naruto, I guess. Like how the powers worked, and then after that they have stands, which are like, how do I explain that? The definition of a stand is a manifestation of one's soul energy, and like they have different powers. Yeah, the bloodline thing was actually pretty cool. I liked knowing that they were all related to each other somehow. It was pretty interesting. It's a fun, like, take on changing your main character every season, but having them still be called Jojo. That's also another thing. Every character's name starts with, like, some sort of Joe-sounding name. So there's Jonathan, Joseph, Jotaro, Josuke, Giorno, Jolene, Johnny. Oh, ew, Naruto. I know. But hey, hear me out. It's pretty fun. The first part has vampires, and at first I was like, vampires, anime, and like sun energy? What is that? And then I watched it and was like, give me more. I want more. It was pretty fun though. Yeah, it's all Joes. That's why they're all called Jojo. But it's weird because like the first 2 are called Jojo a few times throughout the series. And then Jotaro's called Jojo like once, I think. And so is Josuke. Yeah, vampires! It's pretty freaking cool. I liked it a lot. At first, I wasn't so sure because I've seen so many of like the memes of Jojo. I'm like, I don't know if this is for me, guys. But no, it actually ended up being like really, really good. My friend Chelsea got me into it, and then she proceeded to spoil a certain part for me, and I was so upset. This is the side of it. We'll go back to the front. We'll show the top part. This is for the 25th anniversary. Yeah, the memes. Yes, that's how I got started. It was the memes. I thought they were really funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I gotta get to the opening part. This part's scary just because I don't trust myself. Unfriend her immediately. Yes. It was evil. Like, I don't know, man. She basically warned me because she's like, warning, it gets sad. And I was like, okay, cool. And then she said why it gets sad. And I was like, Chelsea, you didn't have to tell me in specific. You could have just told me that it was sad. Okay, let's bust Giorno out of here. What's cool is these figures, I think, were made before the anime. So they're more so based on the manga designs. I know for sure Giorno was made before the anime. Because I think Giorno's part came out in like 2018 or something. There's a certain I don't. Okay. We have warning Jojo spoilers. Are you really sure you want me to tell you what happened? It's not like dies, but it's like something equally as sad. I was actually kind of frustrated. I was like, how dare? Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of like a massive, huge spoiler, like, that pertains to, like, the entire universe of JoJo. So if you want to watch it, I feel like it would have been a lot better if it had happened and I hadn't known, because my mind probably would have been too blown to be sad. But yeah, let me see. Oh, he looks awesome. Meanwhile, I'm just looking over this figure. He looks really cool. Let me show him on screen. This is Giorno. Warning about the colors of my camera, it's really bad. Because this is a really old webcam. Demands. The chat demands it. Okay. Warning, JoJo spoiler for Stone Ocean, which is Jolene's part. I haven't read it yet, okay? But the spoiler that my friend Chelsea told me was that the entire universe gets reset. And I went, what? Chelsea, are you being for real? Are you telling me the truth? Looks like a dandy. He's pretty cool. I mean, he's the one from Italy, so of course his fashion is gonna be extravagant. He has little, like, ladybugs on his, like, coat thing. My camera really does suck. For some reason, it won't focus. I don't know why. He has a boob window. We'll put him over here next to Josuke. What's the next part? Okay, so I don't have Jolene's figure because her figure cost a whole bunch, and the guy who I bought all of these figures from had already sold Jolene, so I wasn't able to snag her in time. It makes me sad because they said it reset it to where, like, all of the people still exist, but they just don't have the same experiences at all. So, like, basically all of the story you read up until that point is, like, erased. But everyone's still alive in some sort of way. But I don't know why it just makes me so sad. I guess it's just because I want them to, like, remember all the adventures they went on, all of the people they lost on the way. Like, there are so many scenes in JoJo that are so, like, intense because you lose a person and it, like, motivates, you know, the main cast to, like, get stuff done. So I guess that's why it kind of made me sad. I was like, oh, they reset it. Okay, so, like I said, we don't have Jolene, so we're skipping her part. I also haven't read that part. That's the part where, like, the reset happens. Yeah. It makes me sad. I was, like, really sad when I heard about that. Gosh dang it, Chelsea, you didn't have to ruin that for me. It probably would have hit me extremely hard if I, like, read about it first. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Oh my gosh, I have to show the box first. I'm already, like, preparing to unbox Johnny. Johnny, you gotta go back in. I got too excited. Johnny's part is, called Steel Ball Run. It's... I think that's when we start, like, losing like, part 1, part 2, part 3. Oh, okay, what was I saying? Giorno's part is called Vente Oro. God damn you, Chelsea! How dare! Even after I helped you! She had me do some extra characters in, like, a fan dub she was making, and I had to voice, like, really weird lines in the background, and I was like, Chelsea, what are you doing? Okay, so this one is Johnny. He is... What is the... Okay, I'm gonna Google this word first, so I don't mangle it, okay? Because, I don't want to just say, like... Okay, let me Google search. I'm Google searching this. He's paraplegic. Yes. He has no use of his 2 legs because of, I think it was a horse riding accident is what happens to the character. The Steel Ball Run, I've been reading it slowly, but the thing is, all the fan translations are really bad. All the ones I found anyway. But I found some people on YouTube, like, dubbing over the manga, so I've been listening to it and watching it through YouTube. And his whole, like, part is about a cross-country race from, like, California all the way to New York during, like, cowboy times. So I'm actually really excited. So far, it's been really, really good. And I think the prize is like $1 million or $5 million. And that has to be a lot of money in, like, cowboy time, I think, right? Like, how much is $1 million or $5 million in cowboy time? I say cowboy time. Okay, so this is the side. I'm gonna flip them over so you guys can see the back. Whoa, my throat got really dry for a second. This is the back. Yeah, these were all originally crane game items you could win back in 2012 for the 25th anniversary of Jojo. I actually have no idea when Steel Ball Run ended. It must have been still running kind of during this time. Yeah, and then there's him again in the front. We'll show the top part. The 25th anniversary, 30th. They have a lot of really cool items that came out of this 25th anniversary for the crane games. Man, what would I kill to play a really cool, like, Japanese crane game? I played, there's an app. Oh, I forgot what it's called. But it's an app on the iPhone where I think it's like Crane King or something like that. You can play Japanese cranes online, and the controls are online as well. And I used to play it a lot because they would have free events where if you checked in every day, you could get a free, like, try at one of the cranes. And actually, I saved up a couple of my tries one day, and I was playing to see if I could win a Bulbasaur. And I actually won it, and it was really cool because they ship it to you. I had a lot of fun with that one. Okay, let me put these down right here. Okay, so let me bust Johnny out of here. Oh, I forgot to say, this is Johnny. Johnny is the main Jojo in part... I guess is it part 7, I guess, is what it would be called? I just know it is Steel Ball Run, so I'm sorry. This one, like, put in weird? I don't know. Oh, this one's kind of oddly shaped. I guess to hold them in properly. Man, I'm scared to open this. Yeah! Shoot, I wonder... Was D&D today? I swear, if D&D was today, I'm gonna be upset if I missed it by accident. Let's say today's Wednesday. Okay, no, we're good. Oh my gosh, Johnny, you need to escape from this plastic prison. Ah! Okay, there we go. So Johnny is my last figure, unfortunately. But I will show you some of my favorite panels from the manga, because I have all of part 4 in English. It took me a while to collect that, but I finally have it. No tomorrow? Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I didn't even see you were there. Hello. I was worried for a second. Okay, so this is Johnny. Warning again with the colors. My camera is completely off. He looks more yellow on camera, but he's a normal color, actually. Oh, early in the day? Okay, I gotta check that then. So we'll put Johnny right here. You can see him. Yeah, he's paraplegic. I think he slowly gets better in the manga. I don't exactly know because I'm still reading it. But yeah, okay. So we've got Johnny over here. We've got Giorno because we don't have Jolene. We'll speed run showing off their faces at least. So we've got Giorno here. I'll push him over here off to the side. We've got Josuke from part 4. Oh, I forgot to mention, his part is called Diamond is Unbreakable. Yeah, part 4 is my favorite part, so I have a lot of stuff from there. We have... I'm reaching across. We've got Joseph from part 2. Joseph is actually... Spoiler alert. We put the warning up there, guys, so there's gonna be spoilers. Not Johnny. Joseph is Josuke's dad. But, Joseph had, Josuke at, like, age... He must have been, like, in his 70s. He was pretty friggin' old. Then we've got the original, the OG, the man who fought Dio the first time. We got Jonathan here with his really cool and awesome pose. And then we have, this is separate from the set, but this is Rohan, who's my favorite Jojo side character. He comes with a little camera and a little sketch pad because he's a manga artist. And then we've got my freaking massive boy, freaking Dio. I don't know why he's so freaking huge. He's as big as my arm. He's really big. He's kind of heavy too, man. I'm kind of scared he's gonna like... I'm gonna drop him and he's gonna break something. He's pretty awesome. Okay, and then we finished showing off the figure, so I'm gonna show some like miscellaneous little things I have that are kind of JoJo related, I guess. I've been working on like bookmarks and stuff. I was laminating my bookmark the other day and I kind of messed it up, so I gotta fix it. But I can't show those off, which makes me sad. But it's fine. We're okay. Gosh, I'm gonna have to figure out who goes in what box later. Well, no, I'm gonna be putting these guys on my shelf, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so first thing that I got that was JoJo related. Let me see if I can split them up. Gosh, they're not in order. Shoot, okay. I'll look for... Aha! I'll find the main guys in this cast. Yeah, my bookmarks. I was laminating them, and I need to fix them after. I got some really cool looking cards that are based on the ones you see from the TV show. I'm not the TV show, on the anime. The, let me see if I can find all of them. All of the stands are named after the cards. So Dio stand is the world, Star Platinum is Jotaro's stand, Hermit Purple is Joseph's stand. Let me see. Magician's Red is Avdol's stand. Can I find who else is one of the main Jo Bros in this? Just because it'd be too much to go through all of the cards. There's like 21, I think. Okay. Hierophant Green is Kakyoin's stand. Rest in peace, my boy Kakyoin. He did not deserve what happened to him. Where is... Am I missing someone? Oh, okay, yeah. Silver Chariot is Polnareff's stand. So these are like the main cast of good boys, and then this is bad guy. But yeah, I have the whole deck of them. They're pretty cool. And I also have the ones based on the Egyptian gods, which is pretty fun, pretty cool. I like them a lot. This, I think, was the first piece of JoJo merch I bought, just because it seemed really cool. During that time, I was still reading and watching the anime for part 3, so I wanted something from part 3 at least. So I got those, and then let me show y'all some of my favorite volumes from the manga. These are, okay, so we've got, this is part 5. I really like the art in here. Part 9, which is the last volume, I got recently, and I love the cover art for it, if I can show it off. It's really cool. The cover art. I also, because these are volumes of the English translation, because I guess part 4 was never translated until very recently. Even though it came out in like the 90s, I really love the special, like, art covers that they have for it. Like, that back part is... it's beautiful. I love it so much. I also really like that they, added, author's notes. So, like, this one... he has, like, an author's note. He's talking about, I think, how he's been getting letters from fans talking about how they thought some of the enemies were weak. But yeah, I really like the art in this one. This one, the art here looks really cool on the front cover. The back cover looks really awesome with Kira on the back. I think this volume is when we first get introduced to the villain. I bookmarked some pages with, like, art I really liked. Like, let me see if I can show this one. I really, really love the reactions and expressions on everyone's face here. I bookmarked it, as you can see. It's just... I really like the art style for part 4. I think that's also why it was one of my favorites. It's just very unique. A lot more expressions. Bookmarked this one because my girl Yukako is in it, and she's beautiful, and I love her. And I really like the top panel, the way it looks. It looks really, really cool. I would like to, draw her, again sometime, because I've done a sketch of her before. Okay, that... Oh, I bookmarked so many freaking panels in here that I really liked. I'm just, like, going through them all. I really like the expressions and things in it. Overall, just really cool. I am a hoe for good art in manga, or I guess unique art in manga, because, I don't know, I guess when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of generic, like, animes and mangas and stuff, so the art style looked pretty much the same. So it got kind of boring really fast, and I dropped anime for, like, a long time. Like, I wasn't really catching up on anything, because everything kind of felt the same. And then I gave Jojo a try, and I was like, wow, this seems pretty cool. So it's kind of made me try more mangas and animes. Recently, I got into Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, because the art style is really cute. It's really weird saying that, the title of the show anyways, just because, what? Toilet Bound? What? Why? But yeah, that show is also very fun. I would like to buy some manga from that show, actually. Okay, let's see what sections of this one I have bookmarked. Because I've bookmarked a lot of stuff and things. Oh man, my boy. Warning again for spoilers, so no one gets upset when I show them stuff. Oh, my boy Rohan looking fly right here. That big freaking panel. Amazing. I love it so much. I really want... I'm trying to debate whether or not I should do a stream, like, every once in a while, where we just read through part 4, since I have all the manga for it. Let's see, what else? I really like the fight scenes in this. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get to the page. Also, the creativity in, like, how stand powers can be used. This one is a favorite of mine. Gosh, so many good, like, reference material for poses and stuff, if you're really into, like, drawing dynamic poses. I've been trying to get into that more, because a lot of my poses are, like, really, like, just general, not too much moving and stuff. Really awesome. Yeah. Also, as you can see, I'm sorry about my thumb being cut. I don't know how that happened. I was unboxing everything fine, and then my thumb just started bleeding out of nowhere. What's another cool part? Gosh, so many really awesome pieces of art in here. And also storyline-wise, it's freaking amazing. Okay, I won't show too much of Volume 9 because Volume 9 is the last volume for Part 4, so there's a lot of ending stuff in that one. The first Jojo volume I actually bought was this one. It was Part 4 of Part 4. And it has my favorite like chapter, which involves Rohan, who's one of my favorite characters. There's Rohan on the back. He's pretty freaking cool. I guess I really like his stand and how it relates to him being a manga artist. And just like the passion he holds for what he does. It's really weird to say. This is a really fun... I really like how Josuke looks in this scene and how Rohan's face came out here. Pretty cool. I said we're gonna do Duolingo and stuff today. Duolingo and Neopets, but like... Man, I'm like crossing over time just because I'm geeking out over Jojo. It's just... it's such a good series though. It's not my fault that... he looks so freaking cool. This one is also pretty freaking awesome. I really like Josuke's face in this last one right here. I'm trying to tap it, but I can't. Really serious looking, really cool. I remember the anime, when they animated this part for Part 4, they had a different studio do it. And that studio added like 1,000 times more detail to that episode, and it made it look really, really epic. Which is cool, because that part is really epic. Let's see, what's another really cool thing? My girl Raimi looking freaking beautiful. And then Rohan using his Heaven's Door, which is pretty cool. Gosh, you guys can tell I'm just a freaking Jojo geek. I just have fun showing off all this stuff. The only person I know who really likes Jojo is Chelsea. And Chelsea... I'm scared to talk to her about Jojo because she's gonna ruin things again. She's gonna spoil stuff for me. And I ain't ready for that. Oh, this one is really cool. I really like the art on this side. The way his face is like, oh my gosh. The way his face is so detailed in this scene to like show like how shocked he is by like the news he's hearing. It's just pretty freaking awesome. I keep saying that, but it's true. It's really cool. Okay, yeah, this was the first volume of Jojo that I ever bought because it had my favorite character in it, my favorite chapter for him. This is also another favorite. Here's the front part. What's weird with Part 4 is the first, like, 2 volumes have very different art than, like, the rest. I feel like he was still drawing in, like, the Part 3 kind of style, and then it slowly moved over to what we know Part 4 style looks like. And there's the back. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's show some cool art panels from here. Like, Josuke looks mega buff and mega scary in this part, but, like, it drastically changes later. Like, here, let me show you, like, one of the first times we see Josuke getting mad and stuff. He looks pretty spooky there. Oh yeah, but I'm thinking about maybe reading Part 4 out loud to you guys and just flipping through the manga. Oh, I forgot to mention, I don't know if this was originally in the like in between chapters, or if this is something special. Yeah, the art is like one of my favorite things. But Araki, who he makes the manga, he did like ink I guess it's like an ink drawing. I don't remember the word specifically for the type of pen you use when you do this kind of drawing. But he does these in between the chapters, and they look really cool. Some of them are drawn kind of in a different style because I think they're newer than like the actual chapters. It looks really cool. It makes me very happy. A lot of really good reference material. That's the thing, is for the longest time, I was told, like, don't use reference material. That's bad because it's like copying and everything like that. But then I was doing some research and stuff, and I noticed a lot of manga artists use a lot of references. Like, they'll go out and take pictures of places, or they'll use, like, magazines and stuff for, like, poses or expressions. So it's kind of made me feel okay to use references. This one is another really good art. The force of the punching, like the surprised faces, just really cool overall. Yeah. Let's jump that out of the way. Let's see any other really cool things in this one. I really like his... where is it? This one is pretty cool too. I really like Josuke's expression on the top of this page. Also the top of that one. Really, really cool overall. The drawing of the stand. What is the name of the stand? Yes. What is his name? Bad Company or something like that? Yeah. Oh, another fun thing about Jojo is a lot of the stands and a lot of the characters are references to different songs or different artists. Like, for example, Baron Zeppelin, Caesar Zeppeli, who are side characters in part 1 and in part 2, are they're they're kind of hinting. What is the name? They're like a reference to Led Zeppelin. What's another thing? What's an obvious one? There's a stand called, I think, Red Hot Chili Pepper, or Red Hot Chili or something like that. And, you know, he's referenced the Red Hot Chili Peppers. There's a stand called Boys to Man, which is a reference to Boys to Men. There's a lot of really funny ones. I'm, like, forgetting a lot of them. What's another really funny one? Oh, okay. Gosh, I can't think of any more of the music references for stands. Even though, like, all of them are... Oh, Heaven's Door is a song I found out. Which is Rohan's stand. Oh my gosh, the most obvious one is freaking Killer Queen. You know, like Killer Queen as in Queen. And he has a second part to the stand called Bites the Dust. When I read that, I was like, wait a second, I know this reference. Yeah, those are all my JoJo things. I got my manga volumes that I love. This isn't all of part 4, by the way. I just picked a couple of them that had my favorite art. Because I am a hoe for good art. Or unique art, I mean. These are the figures. I'll move them in on screen again. I really, really like how these came out. I had taken them out of the box that they shipped in, but I hadn't opened them to see them outside of the packaging. So you guys got my unfiltered reactions today, where I was very, very excited to see them. I'm so happy Josuke looks nice, man. That was the main one. My boy Josuke. I had to make sure that he looked nice at least. And then we've got our... Gosh, sorry about my model running around everywhere. Then we got our big boy freaking Dio, who's just... He's too massive. Like, look at him compared... Let's compare him to Joseph right here. Can I... He's like... Compared to him... He's massive. I did not think he was going to be that big when I got him, because he came in a smaller box. And I thought, oh, okay, so he's not super huge. And then he was split in two, and both halves were like as big as the box. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what it was. Okay, so now let's say goodbye to all the Jojos. Goodbye, Jojos. Let me get rid of this guy too. So now today we're going to move on to our second part. Let me see if I can... okay, wait, let's go to... We'll put you guys up right here. This is my music. Let me block that out real quick while I sign into things. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, I gotta check something real quick. Okay. Oh, what was I gonna do? Okay. So, we checked out all the Jojo figures. Oh, let me go to Twitch and switch, what we're doing next. Because, right now I think it says that we're looking at Jojo figures still. So we'll go change that real quick. Let's see. Where's my stream manager? Here. Channel? Okay, I'll click on that and then I can get to stream manager. We'll go to this and now... Oh, okay. We'll just leave it the same name. I can just... Maybe I can add like a split or something. Okay, no, I think we're good. So let's bring up some Duolingo. I need to practice... Okay, so both my parents speak fluent Spanish, right? Well, not both my parents. My mom speaks fluent Spanish. My dad speaks, like, barely any. My grandparents on my mom's side speak fluent Spanish. My grandparents on my dad's side, I think they speak mostly Spanish, but my dad never picked it up. So Spanish wasn't spoken too much in our house, so I know some. But I want to practice more because I work a lot with kids, and there are a couple of kids who speak mainly Spanish and like some broken English, or they understand English but they can't speak it. So I would like to learn, or at the very least practice some of my Spanish to make sure like I'm not getting rusty anymore, because I used to take Spanish class and do really well. It's been years since I've had to speak it, so I haven't been doing very well. So we'll do Duolingo real quick. We'll probably run through like 1 or 2 rounds, and then I'll switch to Neopets because Neopets is fun. And I have a couple of cool little things we can do with that. I've been playing Neopets in my off time. It's okay. Listen, I played it a lot when I was a kid, and I loved it, right? And then as I got older, I kind of got reminded by it because someone did like a deep dive video about how Neopets was bought by like the people who are like in charge of Scientology, and I was like, what? But yeah, we can play some of that. It's kind of relaxing, chill. It reminds me kind of like Animal Crossing, but more so you're taking care of an animal instead of like, you know, taking care of a village and everything like that. Oh, I forgot to show something real quick. Okay, let me turn on my little... What is it called? Not green screen. Not that. Not that. Okay, my desk one. I forgot to show. I've been messing around with, like... I got a Cricut machine, right? So I've been messing around with, like, little cool cut things. This I use as, like, a little bookend. It's got all of the main JoJos on it. I kind of designed it to look like a little bit of a... like a comic book, I guess. I can't really show the other part to it. There we go. It looks pretty cool. It's not focusing on it, so I'm kind of sad. But, yeah. I've been working on a lot of little extra things because, I really want cool Jojo merch, like bookmarks or like t-shirts, but a lot of them don't really look super nice. I mean, the nice t-shirts, like Jojo's done a collab with like Gucci and like really expensive brands, but like they're expensive brands, so I can't afford it. But anyways, let's get back to, we're gonna be doing some Duolingo. Let me open my little screen over here. Oh, I should probably, let's do, okay, there we go. That way I can see chat. Because I couldn't see it the other way. Okay, so let's do some Duolingo. We're gonna go through all of the ones that are like cracked, because it means I haven't done them in a while. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was using a free trial of Duolingo to like speed run all of these things really quick instead of like waiting a few days. But what ended up happening was I forgot about the free trial, and I actually bought Duolingo for like a year. So we're just gonna have to use it. Alright, so let's restore this.
Yo bebo agua.
Yo beba, okay. I drink water. Let me bring my keyboard closer to me. I space drink water. Check. Haha, we did it. Wait, no. Oh gosh. El pan? Is there an accent in pan? I don't know. I don't. Okay, good. We're good. We got this.
El hombre bebe agua.
Is it hombre? What is hombre? Is hombre man or? Yeah, it's gotta be man. The man. Oh, drinks. I know I'm not typing fast. Drinks water. Okay, cool. I didn't mean to type that. One eats apples. One come? Is it come or comes? Oh shoot. Okay. Wait, I'm thinking. Let me do this. Come. What are manzanita? I'm like manzanas. But there's like a accent somewhere on there, man. I know. Come. Okay, it didn't tell me that there was an accent, so we're good. You are a girl. You are a girl. Tú eres una niña. Yeah. Okay, cool. The boy, the girl. Niña. El niño. Oh my gosh, I typed that wrong. Niño. La niña. I know that there's an accent on one of on those thingies, but not an accent, a squiggly boy. Okay, yeah, over the ends. I gotta remember that. Tú eres una mujer. You are a woman? You are a woman. Okay, we're doing good so far, guys. The girl. La, ni, and then niña. Cool, okay.
Tú comes. Él come.
Oh my gosh. You eat. Wait, no. I eat. You eat. He eats. Okay. Oh gosh. Eat. You eat. He eats. Yo como, tú comes. Okay, so yo como. Okay, gotta remember that. Tú comes, él come. I eat, you eat, he eats. Cool. La agua? Yeah, it's gotta be la agua. It ends in A. No, it's el agua? Oh my gosh. Oh no, we missed one. That's not good. Shoot. Okay, he eats apples. He is a boy. Él es un niño? Okay, yeah, I gotta add the accent, so I gotta remember that. El niño. Okay. The boy. Are we doing this? Okay, we're working on it. He eats apples. Él come manzanas. Okay, L has to have the accent over the E. Manzanas? Does manzanas have an accent? I feel like it should. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Okay, la niña. I'm doing Duolingo to mainly work on my like pronunciation and speaking of it, but I'm more so working on my writing. I guess if I read it out loud in Spanish, it helps me. Okay, él es un hombre. Please don't hate me for my not good pronunciation. Él es un hombre. Okay. Cool. Yo como pan. Haha. Tú eres un niño. That probably needs an accent. I'm not sure though. We're just gonna check. Yeah, okay, it needs a little accent. Yo como manzanas. Okay. Do you eat tú comes manzanas? Okay, we gotta do this one and then regular question mark. Tú comes is it? I don't. You see, I'm scared of accents. That's the thing. I don't know where accents go or where is it called a tilde? I don't know where those squiggly boys go. Okay, now we gotta remember this. El agua. El agua. Haha! We got it this time, guys! Cool. Okay, so we did. I'm on a one-day street. Cool. we were doing good. We were doing good. Okay, so let's work on travel now. We'll do like 2 or 3 of these and then we'll move on to Neopets because yes. Okay. And El is it right? I don't know. Okay, it is. Ah, good. Right, the bathroom. Oh shoot. What is the bathroom called in Spanish? Nobody tell me. Wait, let me think this through. Bathroom. Why can't I think of it? Oh no. This is bad. My brain is blanking. I don't know if it's the pressure of like doing this in front of people or if it's something else. But I don't. What is bathroom in Spanish? Baño, 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 baño. El baño. Okay, it like hit me. El baño? Okay, okay. Baño needs a little... Okay. Yo necesito un taxi. I only know that because I always say, whenever I'm talking to my mom, I'm like, yo necesito, and then I just say something random. Yo necesito food. Necesito. Okay, 1S. Gotta remember that.
¿Dónde está el aeropuerto?
Where's the airport? Where is the airport? El hospital. El hospital? I feel like there's an accent on the A, but I don't... Maybe not. Okay, no, we're good. El baño está aquí? Oh, I need to freaking add the accents. Dang it, man. I'd be forgetting that. El tren. El tren. Okay, we got that one. El aeropuerto? Is it aeropuerto? I feel like that's wrong. Okay, no, it's right. Aeropuerto. Gotta remember that. El bus? Is it just... Buso? Bus... Buso? feel like it's that. Autobus. Okay, that's what it is. El autobus. Autobus. Okay, that's what it is. My brain was like, what? El buso? Okay, ¿Dónde está el baño? We gotta put the little thing in the front. Nothing new. I'm Hispanic too. It's just my mom speaks fluent Spanish and my dad knows nothing. Nothing at all. Even though he's like 2/3 Puerto Rican. ¿Dónde está el baño? I know I messed up on accents and stuff, but I just want to get the pronunciation right. That's my thing. El taxi. I feel like there's an accent in there too. Okay, no, we're good. El hospital. Oh my gosh. Hospital está aquí. Okay, yeah. Accents again. El tren. Oh no, un train. Oh no, I didn't even read it. I forgot. It said a train. Oh my gosh, my brain. Where is the hospital? ¿Dónde está el hospital? And then we'll add the little question mark up here. No, don't tell me how to spell ¿dónde? Okay. Está has an accent, right? Está. Oh, ¿dónde had an accent too on the O. Okay, I need to remember that. Oh, yeah, dude. I would like to recap the Italian I did too. I took Japanese for like a year in college, but it's been so long since I've spoken it, so it's like I need to recap on that. I took it to Santiago. What is it? What is a ticket in Spanish? Wait. It had a specific word. It was like boleta? No, boleta is Czech, I think. I'm gonna have to cheat. Oh no, okay, wait, boleto. Okay, we were right. We were right. Okay, we just had to double check. Do the Japanese one now? No, I gotta work on my Spanish. Un boleto to... Oh gosh, what is... Un boleto... Oh my goodness. I actually have to work on my Spanish for work so I can speak to some of the kids that I work with. Un boleto to... My brain wants to say de Santiago, but I don't think that's right. But we're gonna just type it. Oh, un boleto a Santiago. Okay. Yo... Tiene un reservación. You kid? Oh, yo tengo. Okay, una reserva. Okay, yo tengo una reserva. Tango. Okay, that's it. Tienes would be like two tienes, maybe? I don't know. Gosh, it's been such a long time since I've gone over Spanish. Oh, I'm losing my edge. Oh, un boleto a Barcelona. Barcelona. Dude, I used to write freaking full paragraphs since, like, I remember doing like an entire... Oh, you can't help me. Yeah, that's cheating. Tu autobus... Ah! No. Bus está aquí. Haha. Tu autobus está aquí. And yeah, the accents is what... I'm not bothering with the accents, okay, guys? I don't have the patience for that. I just want to, like, know how to say phrases and words. I had to do all that writing stuff in high school, and I don't want to do that again. Okay. Un boleto a Madrid. Haha! Oh no! That's not good. Am I lagging out too much? Or is it my internet, maybe? I don't know. My internet's kind of, like, buggy sometimes. Okay. At the airport? Oh. Speak it with the accent. I know you gotta speak it with the accent, but I don't want to type it with the accent. That's the thing. I don't want to type the little tilde and the little accents out. Okay. At the airport. El aeropuerto. Okay, that's the airport. At the airport. Está... Está... El aeropuerto? Está... No, because está aquí would be like... Here? Okay, we're gonna check this out. Oh, en de el puerto? En el puerto? Por el puerto. Why does that not sound right to me? En el aeropuerto. De el aeropuerto? Oh, dang. That's intense. Yeah, my first, I think it was my first grade, I had switched schools to a new elementary school, and my teacher thought, because, okay, I was a really, really shy kid, and I wouldn't speak unless spoken to. So for the longest time, my first grade teacher thought I couldn't understand anything, and I only spoke Spanish, so she put me in the Spanish class for like a week straight, and then my mom went down and was like, hey, my kid, like, she speaks English fine. Like, what are you doing? Oh, you have 2 different Spanish accents? That's pretty cool. My mom, her parents are from Mexico, and she was born here. But the accent she has is like a Mexican accent. And then my dad's side, my grandma and grandpa speak Spanish, but very sparingly. My dad's dad is Puerto Rican, and my dad's mom is Mexican. En el aeropuerto. I know, I was getting to it. Wait, no, you spelled aeropuerto wrong. According to Duolingo. I don't know, I notice, like, sometimes I'll ask my mom, like, what is this word in Spanish? Because on Duolingo, it'll show up as something else I'm not familiar with, and she'll say something completely different. So I'm guessing it, like, depends what kind of Spanish you're learning. Yeah. She knows Mexican Spanish, and I think Duolingo is more of Spain Spanish. So it's different. I know in high school they were teaching us Spain Spanish for like 2 years, and then they taught us Mexican Spanish like the last year. So it was kind of confusing because I was like, what's happening here? Okay. Un tren. Yeah. But my elementary school was pretty cool. Yeah, that's the thing. Is I remember I was taking an English class in college, and we were reading a book by a Spanish-speaking man talking about his journey, like living in the US and stuff. And he was talking about how he went on a talk show once to promote another book. And he said something... He said, like, ranch or something in Spanish. He was talking about how his parents owned a ranch. And people were roasting him because he used a different word. And they're like, you're not a real Spanish speaker. You use this word. And he asked his dad about it. And his dad's like, well, in the part of Mexico where I grew up from, this is what we would call, like, a farm or a ranch. And it wasn't that he didn't know Spanish. It was just that he grew up, like, different words associating with different things. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like English, you know, like, people say soda, some people say pop, some people say soda pop. There's like a really cool, like, old-timey video I saw on that. It seemed really interesting, the different terms and stuff, different areas used. Like, I don't, who says soda pop who isn't in their, like, 50s? I say just soda. That's what I grew up with. But apparently people say soda pop or just pop. There was another weird word for soda. I don't remember what it was. So, okay, un boleto a Santiago. Un boleto a Santiago. I think that's what it was. Haha, we got it this time. Yo tengo un reserva. Una reserva? I think una reserva. Aha, we got that one right too. Only soda. Yes, only soda exists. When I think of soda pop or pop, my brain goes to Back to the Future, like the 1950s when he goes back in time. Gosh, Back to the Future is a good movie. One of my favorites. One of my dad's favorites too. Where I grew up, the mall that's filmed in Back to the Future where he's testing the DeLorean and making it go 80 miles per hour. I used to go to that mall a lot as a kid. It was in like the same area. It's the La Puente Mall, I think it was. They did a special like thing for the anniversary. It was pretty cool. Oh, what? Gaseosa? That sounds kind of like gas. Okay, let's restore family. My wife is intelligent or smart, I guess. Yes, that movie's my favorite. La Madre. I feel like there's an accent in there. No, okay, we're good. Mi esposa es inteligente. Oh, I keep doing doubles. Oh gosh, my husband. Oh, I had husband. Husband is intelligent. Yes, Back to the Future is one of my favorite series. Besides, my favorite trilogy of movies. Oh, I guess. Okay, the third movie isn't that good, but my favorite like movie is Jurassic Park, and I really liked the sequel, the Lost World. Jurassic Park 3 is like kind of good. I really like the animatronics and the dinosaurs in that one, but the storyline is a little bit strange. But yeah. Él es elegante. Esposa es uno. That's funny.
Yo no vivo en Francia.
I don't live in France, I guess. I don't live in France. France? Where's the F? That's Spanglish. Ah, yes, Spanglish. Mi madre es inteligente. Oh no, elegante. I read that wrong. But mi madre es elegante. I mean, es inteligente. Too. Oh gosh. Elegante.
Yo vivo en un apartamento.
Okay, I live in an apartment. I say as I type this out. Okay. Me. Oh, I almost typed my husbando. That's not Spanish. Mi esposo. Esposo. Inteligente. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost typed husbando. That would have been a train wreck. Gosh, that would have been bad. My husbando is smart. Oh my gosh, that would have been. Okay, let's continue that. Do you have a... Is it sister, maybe? Yeah, sister. Do you have a sister? Oh gosh, gotta space that out. Mi padre es elegante. Husbando, I know that would have been bad. Oh, abuelo, right? El abuelo? Mi carro es bonito? Oh, caro, 2 R's? I mean, caro es bonito. Yeah, okay. 2 R's, 2 R's. Gotta remember that. La esposa. Haha, got that one. Mi perro es bonito. I had a friend in high school called Benito. Haha. El esposo. Not el husbando. That would have been bad. I don't know. My brain. Husbandos. Who is best husbando? I have no idea. Tú tienes. Tienes un carro? Okay, no, I'm trying to add that. Tú tienes. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Tienes is tienes. Okay, tú tienes un carro. Mi gato es bonito. Do you have a cat? Tú tienes un gato. Do you have a cat? I have 2 dogs. I do not have a cat. My brother is allergic to cats, so we're not allowed to have cats. Mi hermana es muy inteligente. Haha! Mi carro es bonito. Haha, we got that one now. Awesome! Okay, so we fixed that one. We fixed these 3. Okay, so we fixed all of the, and I'm on the leaderboard because I got 30 XP. Let's see. Okay, so I think we're gonna move on to Neopets now because we fixed those 3. Next week, I'll do like a review. Oh my goodness, I got hiccups. I'll do a review and then I'll work on idioms and then shopping, I think. Flirting, I got that flirt game good. I know how to flirt in Spanish now. Maybe, yeah, we'll do review next time. Next week on Wednesday, we'll do review and then we'll do idioms. And maybe, just maybe, I'll read like a chapter or 2 of Jojo for you guys. Just for fun. I gotta see though if it's illegal. Because I don't know how much of manga you're allowed to show. I mean, it's I technically bought it, but I don't want to get in trouble for like showing too much of it. So maybe I'll show like every other chapter or something like that. I'll figure something out. Okay, so we'll exit out of that. Oh my gosh, why is my girl crying here? My Neopet is sad. What is happening? Okay, so now we're gonna do some Neopets. Let me see if I can I move this over here for a second? Oh. And then let me transform fit to screen. Okay. These are our Neopets. I don't know why my girl's crying over here in the corner. Maybe she's hungry. Why is she very hungry? I feel like I fed her. Okay, well, let me feed her real quick. This is Asima. Let me feed her. Oh, I only have 1 food. Okay, wait, no. Let me go to my, my inventory. Oh, no, not my inventory. My safety deposit box. Because I gotta get some stuff out for them. Let's see. Bin green apple. Okay, move on. These are all like the items I put away because the fun thing... the Digipets have evolved. The fun thing about Neopets is that there's like random events that can happen when you're browsing the website. So for example, there's one where like a Neopet that's kind of scary. It only happens late at night. A Neopet that's scary will come up to you and like steal half of your things. It's pretty funny. As a little kid, I was devastated because one time this really, really scary Neopet showed up because I was playing at like 2 in the morning, and he took like all of my Neo points, and I was like crushed. I'd worked hard for the Neo points. I had never deposited anything in the Neo bank because I was a little kid and I didn't know how banks worked. So I remember I stopped playing for a while because I was so sad. We're removing like a lot of the food items right now so that we can feed our Neopets because they look sad. I'm not gonna remove any of the freaking poisonous stuff though. Gosh, I had to spend like 2,000 Neo points to save one of my Neopets because he got sick for some reason. And the sickness that he had, the one item I needed to fix him was like so much. Okay, lime, trifle, mint, and then corn pepper. You have to be careful what you feed your Neopet because sometimes things will make them really, really sick. And gosh, it is expensive to cure Neopets. Like, one of my boys still has, like, a sickness for Neopets because, I don't have enough to cure him. I like the breadfish, he looks cute. But you have to eat him, so it's kind of sad. Golden muffin. Battle magic. Okay, so that's not a thing of food. Rocket fizzy drink. Okay, I guess that's a food. I don't know what space spice is. Anything else that's edible for my Neopets? I gotta feed them all today. Mini apple bobbing. Oh, rice omelet. Also, if I think Neopets, some of the food expires after a while, so I gotta also make sure I'm feeding them food that is about to expire. Gosh, this game brings back so many memories. I used to play it so much as a little kid. It was one of the games I would always check into. Always, like without fail. I would always... It was necessary. It was the only way. If I didn't check in, I would be very sad. I remember I put my Neopet into the... They have like a... If you're gone for like a while and you can't log in, they have like a hotel you can put your Neopet in and they get fed every day. And I remember I was going on vacation for like 2 weeks, so I saved up a bunch of Neo points by like playing a bunch of games, so I could put my Neopet in a hotel so she wouldn't starve while I was gone. Okay, so let's feed these boys. We'll feed you these. Okay, how you doing, Attack Titan? Okay, most of these Neopets I adopted from the pound. So, they have weird names. Okay, he's fine. Let's feed him one more time. We'll give him the rice omelet. Now he's satiated. So I guess he's okay. Okay, the reason he's making this face is he has a disease called Uga Uga. And the item I need to cure it is like... I think like 100,000 Neo points, and I don't have that money. Let's feed Asima now. We'll feed you the rest of this omelet. Okay. We'll feed you more. She's suddenly very happy. We'll feed her more. Now she's not hungry. We'll feed her until she's like satiated. Does she want... let's give her a breadfish. And now she's fine. One more and she should be good. We'll feed her... Feed her the apple. Okay, so she's satiated. She's good. This is Rydog. He's my best boy because he is shrunk a lime jelly. Okay, we'll give him the other half of the lime jelly too. I put random clothes on all of them just because I was like, wear this. And he's still not hungry. Okay. We'll feed him this space food. And now he is fine. Okay. I guess he'll be fine. What is this? Alert. Oh, Trudy's surprise. We'll go over there. We're gonna do some of our daily stuff. And then... Oh, I don't know when I'll end it today. I do have some work stuff in the morning tomorrow. But it's not like super early in the morning, so... Oh, and I have D&D tomorrow. Oh, shoot, okay. Oh, okay, 2,000 Neo points. Pretty cool. I should probably go to the bank and collect my interest. Collect interest. Okay, and then... this is how many Neo points I've saved up. I'll deposit, like, my 2,000. Just cause, yeah, it's kind of a... I'm fine with losing 500 Neo points, but if I lose more than that, I'm gonna be sad. Oh, wait, let me just go to, like, the main screen. Okay, what else are we doing today? Let me hop on my other thing. Okay, let's go to the jelly. Oh, gosh. Let's explore. There's a place that's like all jelly. Where is it? Mystery Island, Crocs, Bright Vale, Kiko Lake maybe? No, not Kiko Lake. How do I get to the jelly people? Bright Vale, Spooky Forest, Utari Island, Mairdell, Mystery Island, Molterra. Man, where the heck is... I might just click the link. I have a link for it, but I was hoping I could just, like, find it. Maybe they don't have it listed because it's not, like, fully, like, registered? Okay, Neopets Jelly. Jelly World. Yeah, Jelly World isn't, for some reason, listed on the thing. I'll bring... Ah. Let me find my jelly page. Haha, there we go. Okay, we got it. I had to find a link to it because Neopets is a pretty old game. I used to play when I was little, and it used a lot of like Flash in its coding for the website, and Flash died last year, I think. So it's a lot of I think they're still slowly trying to re-add and rework everything because they haven't been able to use Flash at all. So let's go back. We'll grab some jelly for our boy. Okay, we got one lemon jelly. Cool. We'll go to explore again. We'll go to Mapaniopia. Oh. Takes us here again. Okay, so what's in another place? Jelly. Is there... Medieval Land? Altador. Fairyland. Marqua. Lost Desert. Ah, Tyrania. Tyrania has the big omelet. So let's see. Ugo Cave Pings, Tyrania Plateau. There we are. They have the giant omelet, which is where you can get a free omelet every... Oh no! The omelet's gone! Oh shoot! Okay, so we'll check back in like an hour or two. We'll come back over here. What's another free thing we can do today? Oh, Fairyland has the healing springs, which the fairy either heals your Neopet or gives you like a potion or something. Heal my pets. Oh, cool. Awesome. I should. Okay. I'm kind of scared because depending on which Neopet you have active, there are certain things that can happen. So like say you're going to like one of the like scary places, like the Lost Desert I think has a, what is it? Gonzales, Tomb, Tug of War. Okay, maybe this place doesn't have it. There's like a place where it's like a tomb, like a desert tomb. And you can have your Neopet go through it, but sometimes it can get injured or get poisoned and stuff. Okay, we're gonna approach the shrine. 1 point of defense. I mean, I guess that's good. That's good for Battle Dome stuff. Let's go back. Let's just go one by one and see what stuff we can do. Hall of Heroes, Archives, Legendary Pebbles Marbles. Okay, nothing really here freebie-wise that we can get. Let's check Bright Veil. Wheel of Knowledge, Well Pushness, Scrollery, Bright Veil Armory, Frights, Leash Coloring Pages. Okay, we'll jump back real quick. Yeah. The wheels, you have to pay Neopoints in order to roll them. But the thing is, sometimes the wheels can make your Neopet sick. And I don't want that. Haunted Woods. Okay. Let me think. Is there anything in my inventory that I don't want stolen? Okay, I think we're good. Haunted Woods is where you have to be careful, because this is where a lot of the darker, like, how you say? A lot of the darker things happen. As a little kid, I was over at the Haunted Woods, and that one, I don't know, he was like a spooky ghost who stole all my Neopoints, and I was so sad. We can go to the deserted fairy ground and do, we can do the apple bobbing, but the thing with apple bobbing is, like, every other chance you have him able to, like, steal an item from your inventory. Let's check out the Esophagore. No, I won't help you. Bye. Wanderer Camp. Neovia. Castle of Evil. Is that a game? Oh yeah, this is a game. Let's go back. No! Okay. We'll just go back to the map and go through there again. Gosh, there's so much, like, Neopets lore that I didn't even know. Like, one time I was reading through all the scary, like, monsters in Neopets. It was pretty interesting. Okay, let's go. Deserted Fairy Ground. Okay. Where is it? Test Strength, Carnival Terror, Haunted Weaponry, Scratch Cards, Castle Knocks, Test Strength, Ghost Paint, Brushes. They have Ghost Paint brushes? Oh, this is what you're... Okay, so in Neopets there are different paintbrushes that make your Neopets have, like, a different art style. And I guess this one's the ghost version. I saw one that was Halloween, where they were dressed in Halloween costume. Ooh, I like the... this one. This one looks cool. Anything... My brother used to have a Neopet that was this one. I actually have a plushie of this one. I'll show it next time we play Neopets. But I got it from a kid's meal when I was little, and I put it in my time capsule, and I still have it to this day. Okay, let's go back. Carnival of Terror, Coconut Shy, Spooky Furniture. I guess some of the... well, let me just bring up my daily... Oh gosh. Don't look at my speed dial. You'll see all my purchasing history. Let me bring that in. Okay, so this is my little thing that I use this to, like, keep track of what to do. Let's check out shop till, shop off. We did this one. Let's do apple bobbing. I was hoping I could just manage and, like, work through the website, but yeah, the website's kind of broken, so it's hard to find, as you can see. It's hard to find stuff. So let's bob for apples. Bart grabs you by the collar and drags you up, but now you're too drenched to continue on your search for the perfect prize. Okay, so at the very least, we didn't get anything stolen from us, which is good. Okay, let's go to the Obsidian Quarry. We pick up a chunk of obsidian. Back to Moltra City. Moltra Caves. I guess this is where you would find them. Oh, no, the quarry's not here. Interesting. Yeah, the website's pretty much broken, but I still love this game, okay? Okay, no, we can't do monthly. Oh, wait, we might be able to do... Yeah, okay, let's do this dude right here. He's sleeping. Okay, so we can go in. The Snowiger is like a massive snake on Ice Mountain that's like has a hoard of gold, basically. You can steal things from him if you want. I picked up a steel snowball. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Anything else? This is the ice caves. Kiko Lake. What is that one? Go treats, boat tours. I don't know if I have enough for a boat tour. I might have to pull stuff out of the neobank. But the thing is with the neobank is sometimes they get mad when you pull out money multiple times. Hey, let's go back to our little dailies page. What else can we do? We can go to the shop of offers and just get some Neo points. Anchor management. Yes, this one is you go like into the ocean on this pirate island and you're supposed to defend it because there's like krakens that like to mess around with the anchors that anchor it into the ocean floor. So we're gonna fire. Ooh, we got a pirate hook candy cane. Cool. So let's go back over here. Poor freaking Attack on Titan. He's just upset. Let's make Rygo Dog. Rygo Dog. These names are kind of funny. We'll make him be our main boy. We'll do this one. Okay, this one's kind of like a puzzle. So, oh whoa, okay. So first I usually like put the blanks first so I can keep track of what is what. Okay, and I guess we'll do a spinny thing here, fire here, and other spinny thing here. Okay. And this, okay, so we'll do blue, fire, yellow thing. Wait, what? There's two yellows there. Did I mess up on something? That. Whoa. Oh. Okay, wait, let me zoom in real quick. I had to get real close so I could see the designs. Okay, so we got fire, 4 spinnies, single spinny. Then we got 4 spinny and single spinny. Then we've got this spinny, fire, and this spinny. Maybe is that blue, yellow, yellow. Because these two would be yellow. Okay, let me clear all real quick. So we'll do fire, this guy and this guy. And this one is all 3 is this. And then we've got this boy and fire. And am I reading something wrong? This one, and this one? Oh, okay, wait, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay. It's counting this one. We have to put, because this matches this matches this. So we just need the fire right there. Okay, that makes more sense now. And then the yellow, okay. I'll mark that blue. I'll mark that yellow. Oh wait, no. Ah! Yellow. Clear and clear. You're yellow and you're blue. Okay, there we go. We got this. We're doing good. So that fire is red. This spinny boy is red. And this other spinny boy is red. And then, this thingy is yellow. And then, okay, and then we have these three right here. So we've got a yellow fire, a blue spinny boy over here, single spinny boy. And then we've got a red single spinny boy. Wait, no, but there's two over there. What? Yellow, yellow, blue, red? Maybe? Oh my gosh. This is so confusing. I gotta figure this puzzle out though. We got fire. And then we got fire there. Then we got these boys. Then we got these three. And then we got blinks. Then okay, we got red fire. We got this one. And we got this one. So those should all be red. Then we got yellow, just a blank yellow. And then we've got a yellow spinny thing like this. And then, okay, if we put this one here, it doesn't match. Put it here, it doesn't match. If we put it here, I think it might match. Yellow, red, blue. Okay, so let's try that one. And then we've got just a regular blue up here. So let's think. So the whole point of this puzzle is that you have to have them in this order by color, and each symbol needs each color. So there's 3 yellow symbols, 3 red symbols, and 3 blue symbols. And it's like a huge puzzle thing. So I need to, there's this yellow, and possibly this. Okay, first, process of elimination, we've got all 3 reds. We have a blue spinny thing here, and a blank blue there. We have, okay. So this one by default has to be a yellow. So we'll make that yellow. And this one is a yellow, and the only symbol we have left is a fire. So that one has to be a blue fire and a blue spinny boy. Okay, let's try that. Aha, we did it! Cool. That took a while, like wow. Puzzle brain. That was one of the harder ones. I got a super duper easy one yesterday. Okay, so we've done our puzzle. Let's do grave danger real quick. Welcome new pets. Okay. Yellow sticky hand. Okay, so this one is it's a catacomb, and you can you don't send your Neopet, but you send your pet, which is your Neopet's pet, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna send Amore in because Amore's been freaking fire this entire time. Okay, now let's see. She's doing good. What's our next thing we can do? We can do the money tree? But the money tree and the secondhand shop are connected. You can only get 10 items at each. Just a potato sack. Let's refresh. Yeah, okay. People don't really donate fashion items too often. Oh, the ghosts have stolen all the donations. Yeah, if I keep refreshing, will anything pop up? Nope, the ghosts have stolen all the donations. Gosh dang. Okay, we've got these wheels we can do. We did the snow boy and we got something. Let's try Tombola. Oh no, it's closed. Guess the marrow. Deserted tomb. Okay, this one is the one where we gotta be careful. It's, deep within the ruins of Garaptiku lies a tomb that has been deserted for eons. No one knows for sure what lurks inside, but rumors have spread across Mystery Island. Most warn of the creatures said to inhabit the ruins. They say that if you value your life, it's best you stay away. But others tell of a massive treasure left under the protection of the tomb's many traps. If you can get past these traps, neopoints by the ton and artifacts like you've never seen are said to be scattered throughout the tomb. So far, though, those who have entered to seek the treasure have yet to return. What about you? You've been standing at the door of this tomb for a while. Are you brave enough to open it? Go on, it's just a door, right? There may be riches beyond your wildest dreams waiting for you inside, if risking your life is worth finding out. Okay, so the thing is, we risk poisoning our boy Rygo dog here. But I think I should have some items that will help him, so let's check it out. The door being made of stone and all begins to slide open slowly, very slowly. You could be here all day. Finally comes to a stop about halfway. Figures. It's a very, very old door. Gaze into the darkness beyond the opening and can barely make out a path inside. It quickly disappears, giving you no clue as to what may be in store for you if you enter. Without you realizing, your knees begin to shake and your hands begin to tremble. Riches may be waiting for you just beyond this door, but you have a very, very bad feeling about this place. Let's continue on. Ah, gosh dang it. Make your way through the opening and into the waiting darkness. The door slams shut behind you. How unexpected. After being lost in the tomb for 2 days, living off fungus and rainwater, of course. Poor Rygo dog. You stumble across a room you haven't seen before. Could this be the location of treasure? Rawr, me hungry. That's definitely no treasure. Giant monster leaps out from the darkness and begins chasing you. All the while thinking about the best way to cook you for dinner. You should probably continue running. You suddenly remember where the exit is and escape back to Garaptiku. Okay, so we're good. We didn't get hurt, but we didn't get any items, which is kind of sad. So we'll go back to Mystery Island. Ooh, I like the little animation they have for stuff. There's a haiku generator here. Tiki training school, trading post, island market, tombola, harbor, the island mystic. Okay, so deadly dice is, oh yeah, that's one of those nighttime things. Ooh, let's go check out the meteor. What is glowing in the distance? Do you want to find out? Should you risk the danger? Yeah, I'll risk it. I got 26 hit points. I'm good. I've got that extra, those extra HP. We're gonna poke the meteor with a stick. This must not be your lucky day. The meteor just disappeared. I like the fact that we poked it with a stick and it was like, nah, man, we going. Okay, this is the discarded magical blue Grundo plushie of prosperity. Somebody has left their blue Grundo plushie here. What a poor, unwanted little guy. Maybe you should talk to him. No, he's just a toy. He won't answer you. Don't be silly. We're gonna talk to him. The plushie remains ever silent, but as you leave, you notice 1,104 neopoints on the floor. Perhaps it was good luck or... Okay, we'll go deposit the 1,000. Because, yeah, we don't want to lose monies. I'm slowly making bank, guys. Slowly making bank. The only reason I have that many neopoints is because okay, this is really funny and really weird, but there's a there's a Neopet stock market. I know, how does a meteor just nope out of existence? It's just like, bye. No one notices. Yeah, but there's a Neopet stock market, and I invested in the Neopoint stock market and bought stocks, and the stock went up, and then I sold it all, and then that's how I have a bunch of Neopoints in this game. It's the weirdest thing. This game is so strange. I'm like confused as to how I found it as a kid and how I enjoyed it so much. Okay, so we did that one. Underwater. Oh, we haven't done underwater fishing yet. Okay. Welcome to the underwater fishing cavern. This trapped air pocket has created an underwater lake of all kinds of strange and wondrous sea creatures, as well as some other interesting things. Take a place on the jetty and start fishing, but be patient. You might have to wait a while between catches. Okay, Rye Dog doesn't have too good of a fishing skill, but I trust him. I don't think he's gonna bring us up a shoe or anything. Watch me eat my words. Let's reel in our line. He brought up a can. Rye Dog, I trusted you. I trusted you. You were the chosen one. You were meant to destroy the Sith, not join them. Okay, so let's see. What's another thing we can do? We did healing springs. What are some other things we can test out? Oh, let's try this one. I'm never here when she's... Oh, dang it. Gosh dang it, Tarla. Tiki Tours. Cola machine. There's... Oh, we can do some quests, maybe. What time is it, actually? Oh my goodness. It's like gonna be 11 soon. I'll probably end the stream at 11. Oh gosh, yeah, it's only like 2 minutes. Because I gotta go to bed soon today because I have work tomorrow. Sadly. But... Yeah. Let's go check out the money tree and see what the heck. Is there anything here or the ghosts? Did I get it? Ah, I got it. Cool. Oh, firecrackers. We can only get 10 items, so you gotta click real quick. Oh, I didn't get that one. Dang it. Oh, dang, man. Not that one either. Whoa, I'm not good at this. Dang. Well, I guess it's because the whole thing with the money tree is people donate, but other people will come by and pick stuff up. So it's like timing. You gotta get it right. No one wants the twirly plant. I don't know if I want the twirly plant either. What does the twirly plant do? Oh, that's a poisonous lollipop. No, I don't want that. I already have one, and I don't trust it. Oh no, the ghosts! A tangle? Oh, the ghosts have come again. I noticed, like, really late at night, there's a lot of, like, items that get dropped off here. I don't know who drops them off, but a lot of them do. Let me see if I refresh from up here. 500 Neo points or a Flutter card. There's also trading cards you can collect, too. Neopets is just weird, but I love it so much. Okay, so let's just go back home. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream today. Okay, first, let's hide this guy. And let's go to our little VTuber over here. We'll make yourselves a bit bigger. Oh my gosh. Ah. I'm just messing around with things right now. Don't panic. Everything's fine. There we go. Now we're good and we're facing the camera. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming to today's stream. I had a lot of fun. What did we do today? Usually at the end of my stream I like to recap some of the fun things we did, just, you know, just because. It helps me better form my words and say goodbye to y'all. So we first started off with unboxing a bunch of Jojo merch, which was really fun, and I got to geek out about Jojo a lot. Then, okay, we unboxed the figures. Then I showed you some of my manga panels that I like a lot from Jojo, and we talked about story and everything. What else did we do? Oh, and then we practiced our Duolingo today. We practiced our Spanish, because I really need to work on my Spanish. As you can see. I almost typed El Husbando instead of El Esposo. Oh my goodness. And then we played some Neopets. But yeah, that was very fun. I had a lot of fun geeking out about Jojo. I think that was my favorite part of the stream, was being a big nerd about it. It's just something I really love. And then also almost typing husbando in Duolingo was pretty funny. And then we did some Neopets, which is like just a game I really like since I was small. Let's see. Let me double check what we're doing tomorrow. That way I can tell you guys. Oh yes, thank you so much. Tomorrow I think, what is it? Oh, I have D&D tomorrow. Okay, I need to figure out when exactly D&D is. I'll text my friend right now. But if I have time in between work and D&D, we're gonna be playing Resident Evil. Wait, no, is it? What day is it? Today's Wednesday, isn't it? Do I have anything scheduled for Thursday? Oh, I guess not. I don't have anything scheduled. Maybe I knew that we were gonna have D&D tomorrow. Okay, if we have D&D tomorrow, okay, 5:30 or so. Okay, let me think. Will I have time? I don't know if I'll have time to stream tomorrow between work and D&D. Okay, but Friday, we're gonna be playing Resident Evil Village, which I'm excited about because we got to the doll part of it, and I haven't played it since because I didn't want to, like, ruin the surprise for myself until I streamed it. But yeah, we'll be playing Resident Evil Village on Friday. Nothing tomorrow because work and D&D. But Friday for sure. And then Saturday, I'll plan something out. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to the stream. It was very fun, very fun. It's very nice to be back. It's been a while since I streamed and I was kind of worried I was going to be like pretty bad at it and not able to talk, but I was very energetic today, so I'm very happy. Sorry about the weird background noise. It's the fan. It's keeping me cool because we're in the middle of a heat wave right now, and I had a really bad temperature earlier because of how hot it was. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you guys are, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye!